Ninjas, good morning. It's Pump Monday, and we here taking care of these two properties. This one and that one. Yeah, Pump Monday. We got 2021 on the list. Whoo! And there's the safety vest. Yep, Sassy not here. So we're going solo today, but that's okay. Because I got my fizz ready, which replaces your energy drinks. And I got my breakfast almost done, so I feel great. So yeah, we're going solo today. So a lot of you are gonna have questions. I wanna get started with my day, and I don't wanna be here for like another 10-15 minutes talking to you guys, because now that I do have to mow, trim, and blow off everything, I'm gonna be on the move. Where is my employee? Where is Sassy? What happened? What's going on? Tell us, Nick, tell us. Okay, I'll tell you. But let's get these 2 yards done first. Okay, just finished these two. Took about an hour, 30 minutes a piece, since they're side by side. Like I said, this one had just a tad bit more of trimming than the other one, because that's a weekly and this is a bi-weekly. But they're a wrap. It's done. We're off to the third one. Like I said, we got 2021 on the list today. So here's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna challenge ourselves, ninjas. Since I haven't been solo in a while, and I actually like it. Here's why. I don't like how what's going on, and I'll bring you up to date on that. But I'm just saying, as far as just going solo, because it does bring me back down that memory lane, and I think it's important. I think it's important for all of us to remember how it was when we started, how it felt. It's also very rewarding. It is harder a little bit. I wouldn't say nothing crazy harder, just the fact that it's gonna take a little bit more time, and you're not flying through them as what you're used to. But it is very important, because this is how we all started. Well, I know I did. And this is how it was. I didn't have anybody, and I was determined, I was focused, I was hungry, and I made it work. So it is very important that this happens to each and every one of us from time to time, whether it's voluntary or not voluntary. I think it's important. But yeah, they're done. We'll see you at the next one. All right, ninjas, just finished this one as well. Just figured I'd show you. Quick question. When you're solo, I guess this is for all the solo ninjas who have been solo, who choose to be solo. If you have any kind of racks, do you keep all of it locked, even though you do have this system? I keep everything locked. So when I come back with my mower, I will actually use my key that I have hanging here. I turned on the truck now, and I'll unlock it each time I use it, and then when I finish with it, I put it back, I'll lock it. Same thing with the weed eaters. Just because when I'm in the backyards, I can't see, and even though technically somebody may not know how to use this and they're gonna try to pull it and be like, what the heck, right? They're not gonna be aware of this, but I just don't want to risk it. Look at that, that's peeling. I don't want to risk it, so I still keep it locked. So how many of you do that? Another question is, do you trim first and mow, or do you mow first and trim? Now there's going to be different answers for this one, but I'm going to tell you which one I do and why. And I did talk about this last year, but there's been a lot of new people to the channel, so it's worth bringing it up again. I mow first. I know a lot more, I think, people mow last. Here's why. 2 reasons, really. One, if I mow first and I make my outline, it's easier for me to see where the mower couldn't reach, and then I go and weed eat after. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, if I pull up at a yard and I weed eat first, I'm more likely to step or run into a snake or a critter or anything of that nature, because I know the weed eater is still pretty noisy, but sometimes you can still catch them off guard, and the next thing you know, you come around the corner and there's a snake. I would rather run into a snake or a critter first on a mower than on a weed eater. Also, you're more likely to chase them off with a mower than a weed eater, because it is a lot bigger, a lot heavier, and it makes a lot more noise. And if I was to run onto something, it's easier to kill it with a mower than a weed eater. Less likely to get bit, less likely to have any kind of issues like that. That is pure reason why I mow first, those two. It's easier for me to see what the mower couldn't get. It stands out to me. And I'm also, if I run into an animal, I'd rather run into it while I'm standing on the mower, okay? That's it, that's the only reason. But so many people choose to weed eat first, then mow. Not me. I wanna mow first, then weed eat. So let me know on that. I think that was either number 4 or number 5. Let's see how many I can do by myself today. Like I said earlier, I think. Challenge myself how many I can do today for being solo and haven't been solo for a while. Yeah, let's go. Some ninja stripes. This is just a one cut. A lot of people have asked in the past if I double cut or anything. No, just a one cut. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you know it's Pump Monday when I show you this yard. So some of you have asked in the past, why do you only show us 1 or 2 of the same yards that you stripe? Well, it's a simple question, ninjas, and I'm a simple man with a simple answer. And that is, everybody's area is different. No, there's a few spots through here still. Everybody's area is different, and not a lot of my yards have this healthy looking fescue that, you know, the customers treat and have sprayed and whatever. So I'm honored and excited to show you when I do have a few, because most of my yards are just weed infested yards and my customers just want me to mow, and I have no problem with that. And I show you those yards too, but when I do come across yards like these and they become a weekly and they're a regular, then it's exciting. So that's why. What's up, ninjas? Pump Monday and we're still going strong. We're here at this yard. I'm gonna go ahead and record this yard for you. You have seen it before, but I'll give you a little bit more footage. I've actually not had a chance to even I was gonna try to at least show you hey, we just got done with this one and that one, and between trying to stay ahead and trying to answer some messages and keep up with some customers and whatnot, I just didn't get a chance. But we are at number 19. So I do have one more, which is around the corner. So that's gonna be 20 yards by myself, solo. And it's 6:49. I'll be done with this yard in about 15 minutes. And then the next one's right around the corner. So I'll be done about 7:30, 7:40. It's awesome. It's awesome. And I did take a lunch. I took like a 20-minute lunch, just kind of chilled in the AC. And it did get kind of warm today at some point. I noticed I slowed down, but it was nothing crazy. It was nothing crazy. It was about 90 degrees and the humidity was there too. But one thing that really slowed me down, ninjas, was there was one yard that had a bunch of crap in there. The customers, they had some some crap going on. I don't know, you know, remodeling or whatever. And I couldn't really mow the dang yard, so I had to weed eat everything. So that slowed me down a tad bit. I say probably by 30-40 minutes, but it wasn't too bad. Other than that, it's been a good day. It's been awesome. I really enjoyed it, and I do enjoy this because one thing, when you have someone on the clock, like you're rushing, right? You're rushing not because you want to get done also, but you're paying somebody, and you're not paying them funny money. You're paying some serious amount of money, so you're trying to get everything done. And when you're by yourself, I don't know, it's different. All you guys who are solo out there, you know what I'm talking about. It's like you're just by yourself. You can sit in a truck for a minute, pick up a phone if you need to stop in the middle of the yard, whatever. Okay, ninjas, so the customer asked me to just touch up a little bit on this monkey grass. I don't do it every time we mow, so I don't really charge extra for this because it's just literally probably 5 minutes. Just kind of a touch up and get it in shape. Last one, ninjas. Last one. Number 20. I'll be out of here by 8 o'clock. 20 minutes. Easy yard. We'll see you in a minute. 7:58, ninjas. And she done. She is done. All right, I'm gonna go check my P.O. box. Then we'll talk. Okay, it's a wrap. Just checked my P.O. box, picked up a couple of checks, and it's been a good day, ninjas. I can't complain. I feel I actually could go take care of one more. It's 8 o'clock, but if I really needed to, and it's a small one. It's that dental office, so it wouldn't take me but 20 minutes there as well, and I'd still have 20 minutes worth of daylight. But I'll deal with it tomorrow or Wednesday. It's not a big deal. But it's a wrap. All right. Well, all of you right now are, we don't give a crap about that. Tell us about Sassy. Okay. Man, you guys care about Sassy a lot. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys caring about him and thinking highly of him, because he is a good guy and he's a hard worker and he's a comedian. He's a good dude. But I do want to say something. For all you schmucks out there who say that my employees built this channel, and it seems like I deal with this every time something happens to one of the employees, or every time you guys think something happened to one of the employees. Doesn't matter. Even in the past with some of the guys who have left, whether they left voluntarily or I had to fire them. It's very comical to me for people to think that my employees built my channel. Nobody built my channel but me. I'm the one who's uploading these videos. I'm the one who's editing. I'm the one who's recording. I'm the one who's hiring. I could have easily just passed on Sassy and hired somebody else. What would you say then? The other person built my channel? It's so comical, and I'm so used to it. It doesn't even bother me, but I do want to bring it to attention because I just think people are a little, some people are just a little, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah, nobody builds this channel but me. And then a lot of people said in the past with some of the old employees, oh, if you fire them or if they leave, this channel's going nowhere. Well, they left and this channel is just growing. So what now? So what are you going to say now? If Sassy left, this channel is not going to continue to grow? How do you know? There's a machine behind this whole structure that's running. And that's me. I'm constantly doing things. I'm recording, I'm editing, I'm uploading, I'm showing, I'm hiring, I'm firing. Some of you guys are hoot, man. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't really want to get it, but I do want to bring a little, you know, attention to it because insight, because I think some people are just, and look, I'm not mad at you, to those who think this. I get it. You get connected to a certain individual more and you can relate to them more than necessarily me, especially if you're in their situation. You have a job and you're working for a company or whatever. It doesn't matter. Even if you're an owner. So I can understand that, and I can understand where if something happens to your favorite character, right, or a favorite individual, even if you're watching a show, because I know if I'm watching a show or a movie, if something happens to, even like if I'm watching UFC, if my fighter loses, I'm like, dang, man, my fighter's the one that made this whole big hit. But yeah, but my fighter didn't. It's all the people that are behind him. So anyway, all right, so quite simple about Sassy. He is he didn't show up those 2 days. I told you guys, we had that discussion last video. He needed to take some personal time. He has some family issues going on. He did show up this morning, picked up his check, brought me an excuse note to prove where he was and what's going on, and so that's very appreciative. And guys, he just has some personal stuff, okay? It's family related, and he'll be back. He'll be back. So there's your answer. There's your answer. He'll be back. He needs to deal with what he's got going on. Just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. It's not with him, but it is with one of his family members. And he'll get through this. He's a strong individual. And, you know, I appreciate him bringing me the note just to prove to me where he's been and what's going on. And so that's really appreciative. But yeah, I don't want to keep blah, 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 you know, but that's it. He'll be back. Just stay tuned. Enjoy the show. Enjoy. You know, you guys don't get to see me go solo often, and I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed showing you that this is actually, ninjas, what I was telling you a few videos ago, how I'm reconstructing my business. I'm dropping off a lot of crappy yards, and when I say crappy yards, I mean seriously, like headache yards. I can't park anywhere, or it's hard to get to the backyard, or stuff like that, okay? And I'm sticking with the ones that have been loyal with me for many years, and that are super easy for one person to maintain. So I'm doing that. I'm structuring. And what's funny, we were just talking about this the other day, and then this came up. But this is a perfect example. When something does come up with one of my employees, I want to be able to keep going. I'm still interviewing, and I'm talking to a lot of guys now. A lot of people have reached out to me. Every time I decide to hire and I throw out an ad, man, boom, my phone's blowing up. So there's quite a few numbers I still got to text and call back. Probably not going to happen tonight. But yeah, that's really what I want. I want stress-free business. I want to be able to continue to move forward if something happens, whether it be Sassy or anybody else. Because ultimately they have lives, they have families, and things can happen. And it may not always be with family. It could be a personal thing with them, whether it be a health issue, whether whatever, or they decide to quit, or I have to fire them. I want to be able to keep moving forward. And so it's hilarious. We talked about it the other day, and then this happened, but he's okay. He's got to go through this. He's got some family stuff going on. It's personal, but he'll be back. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed Pump Monday, but tomorrow is Pumper Tuesday, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. Peace.